So, yeah, there has been for a long time this tension about where should we be shelved. Is having a black bookshelf when you walk into the bookstore, is that somehow wrong? And like for me, I mean, I definitely see both sides of it, but also when I'm looking for a book, like a black book, it's helpful to have a place to go where they are. So I never felt segregated like that. Like I know some people do. And it's a very valid point. Like, okay, yes, if you are just a black person writing a book, it doesn't have to, and your characters or whatever. I mean, my characters are generally always black unless I tell you otherwise. But there's plenty of black authors who are just writing across the board and don't want to be pigeonholed. I find it as a helpful categorization for when I'm looking for something specific. But it could be much more nuanced. There is a lack of nuance there where if everyone is being painted with this brush, it happens in other areas too, like Afrofuturism, where for a while, any speculative fiction by a Black person was painted with the Afrofuturist brush, regardless of whether it actually fit there or not. And so you could be writing about the past and the future, and they're like, oh, but it includes everything. Well, maybe it does, but every single speculative fiction story by Black people can't possibly be Afrofuturism because that's not actually what it means. And sometimes these things are just marketing vehicles, these genre terms, these shelves. And marketing is important for telling people how to find things. I don't know that we can trust corporations to know, especially for Black audiences, how to sell to them. I think they've proven that they're not always the best. A lot of things succeed in spite of the marketing or in spite of the lack of marketing, especially because Black people tend to find things that they are interested in. We have ground support for things. But yeah, I definitely see the point, and especially in the movie, what Monk was doing, because his books were not about Black people at all, it didn't seem like, so it was especially strange for them to be shelved that way. But it doesn't personally bother me because I know that people are looking there and easily find stuff they want.